anachronism. When the historian Maurice Manning, then a Fine Gael senator, spoke at this commemoration 14 years ago, he quoted a letter written by Michael Collins to Gary Fitzgerald's father, Desmond Fitzgerald, in 1922. And the letter said, "What we must aim at is the building of a sound economic life, in which great discrepancies cannot occur. We must not have destitution or poverty at one end, and at the other, an excess of riches in the possession of a few individuals, beyond what they can spend with satisfaction and justification." And Collins went on, "The growing wealth of Ireland will, we hope, be diffused through all our people, all sharing in the growing prosperity, each receiving what each contributes in the making of that prosperity, so that wealth of all is assured." Now, these important thoughts and other elements of Collins' vision for the future of Ireland were contained in the posthumously published volume, The Path to Freedom. It's a book that should be reread, especially by politicians, who might then challenge themselves with this question: can we, in all honesty, claim to have ever come near to that equal society so dear to the heart of Michael Collins? I suggest that even in the best economic times, we never came remotely close. Now, was this because we had a political structure that had one eye on the past? And does it make any sense to have the major political parties tussling for power where for so long the width of a sheet of tissue paper scarcely separated their policies? How much more progress, how much more reform would be possible if senseless old historical divisions, I should say, were eliminated from our policies? I know the political analysts have been labouring for decades trying to analyse the paradox of having the two best supported political parties at loggerheads for generations over passions played out 80 years ago. I'm old enough to understand that phenomenon, but the vast majority of the people of Ireland have lost any real contact with that quarrel. They have every right to be impatient with it. The excuse has always been, this is Ireland and Ireland is different. In other countries, very much more recent and very much more destructive wars have been set aside and normal politics resumed. We seem to want to be different. Two of the country's leading political scientists, Michael Gallagher and Michael Marsh, set to the task in 2002 of spotting the differences between Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil. They quoted the former Labour Minister Barry Desmond, Corkman of course, who revealed that he had been given the last word on the subject by a Cork Fianna Fáil member of his acquaintance. Desmond was told, "Them that know don't need to ask, and them that don't know don't need to know." I know that kind of political paddywhackery still raises a laugh, but it's also old, it's backward, it's old hat and massively unhelpful. It suggests that the differences between the two parties in pursuing progressive economic and social policies are at best contrived. This is surely a damning indictment of the political system. The only reason it has not changed is because that's the way it has always been, and that's an argument that would get an F in any test of logic. I think we must realise that the time is long past when sloganeering must be replaced by fresh thinking. The way we deal with politics in this country demands change. Our challenges, as serious and